Another wonderful thing about this film is the humor and the lightness that everyone brings to it, especially in the script. How do you know when to step on the gas with the jokes, and how do you know when to pull it back and let just the silence of space take over?
It's instinct, and a lot of that's Ridley. I mean, I think these guys can attest because they've worked with Ridley for much longer. But one of the things that's exciting to me about the movie is when people say, "What's it like working with Ridley?" I just point to The Martian. I say, "The Martian is Ridley." Like that humor. I mean, he's so funny, and the way the people. When I watch the movie now and I see the scientists interacting with one another, it is like watching his crew interact with each other as they're all trying to solve impossible problems. And under his stewardship, and it's sort of that comedy and that warmth comes from him, and it's in the book, and it's what attracted us to it. But I watch it now, and I see Ridley Scott up there. I don't know if you guys feel that way.
Yeah, absolutely. His resilience and sense of humor.
Yeah.
Also, you have to give Pietro Scalia, who's not here with us, a little bit of credit there as well in the way it's edited.
Yes. Yeah, for sure, because the tone is so difficult, especially because we're shifting gears so much between drama and comedy, and you can really veer off into a ditch if you try to get too cute. I think one of the things we talked about is the comedy always serves a purpose. You start to realize as you're watching it that the comedy is, hopefully, this is the intent at least, that the comedy is keeping Matt Damon alive. The comedy is keeping these people from fighting off the despair. It's not just a bunch of one-liners. It's serving a purpose. They're dealing with their own despair by comforting one another, or Matt is comforting himself by trying to put on a brave face in the face of this. And so if you ever felt that we weren't doing that, if we felt like, oh, we're just getting cute, now I'm just throwing in lines that make me laugh, there's a few in there that make me laugh.
Drew, I've got a good example actually of you, in your script. When we first tested the movie to an audience, after that screening, it was decided we'd take one or two of the F-bombs out of the film. And one of them the first one comes after he does his self-operation, which is really intense, and it's very close to the beginning of the film. And we screened it to an audience without him, so it cut at the end of the scene. He didn't swear at the end of that. And what we discovered from that was that we needed to put it back in, not because it was particularly cute or anything like that, but it served a purpose. It showed the audience that they actually could laugh. They were probably going to laugh at this, because everybody did let out a kind of laugh. They weren't expecting him to say that at the end of the scene, and it was really crucial, wasn't it?
It was crucial. Our scores dropped 20% because of that one F word.
Yeah, the audience just weren't aware that by putting it back, the audience was suddenly aware that this would be a movie that they could actually sit back, and actually there would be some laughs.
And it got you on Matt's side right away. Yeah. And when we took it out, it took a long time we sort of lost the audience. It's probably the most valuable in cinema history.